Thank you. But so that I don't foreclose my opportunity next time, I will try to keep the 2 minutes. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for that very insightful presentation. Thank you so much, sir. I know it's something that most of us have learned. Every one of us here we have encountered this information many times, whether in our places of work or somewhere else. But I want to speak very quickly on something that I think is a burning issue at the moment. Just a bit, just to talk about the emerging issues in PR. I'll do that in just 2 minutes. And I'll start with a question. If AI can write a press release, what is left of a public relations practitioner? And I will allow that question to sink. What is left? And I will say that there are 3 key things that are left. 1 is judgment, 2 is context, 3 is network. And these 3 things, my other colleagues have spoken about it in the course of this discussion. Mr. Mike was just speaking on the David my case, and that's judgment. Because judgment allows you to know what should really fly. How should I say this word? Or how not to say the word. And I say it sometimes that what we have with AI is that it doesn't have that human judgment. Because when we talk about human judgment, it's the soul of a sentence. I tell my students, some of them, when I tell them to read something to me, and I close my eyes and I tell them, this is soulless. Because they didn't put the emotions into it. And that's what PR is. That is how you deploy those strategic, I call them tools, to event at a particular point in time. Another thing is context. When we talk about context, people say, context matters. So what is context? AI cannot have the history of context between an organization and a community. Context is the domain of human, is resident with humans. It is context that makes you to know that responding this way is not going to serve the purpose in which it is intended. And take somebody who has gone through the profession, who has amassed wealth of experience to know what context means in a particular situation. And the last one, because I have 2 minutes, the last one is network. We have spoken so much about network. Beyond the support that anyone gets in this profession, one of the social infrastructure that a professional must look forward to is network. And NIPR offers such infrastructure. It is how we come together to tell ourselves about the latest trends, the latest tools, what to look out for, how to carry yourself, like we're here today. That's why we're here today. If I ask us what is new that we have heard today, most of us will say, we have heard it before, right? But network affords us to come together to build a formidable community. And that's why we're here today. So I want to encourage us, please, if you want to go on with anything at all, please go on with these 3 things. That no matter the technological disruption that we're facing right now, and this is not a human AI debate, it is just telling us that there is something about the industry, there's a disruption in the industry, and it will do us a lot of good if we start speaking about these things, if you start conversing on how AI is disrupting our job. Of course, how we practice NIP, how we practice public relations is not the same way we practiced it 10 years ago. So how do we deal with this disruption? And I know that this is an ongoing conversation, so we should go to our respective places of work and continue this conversation. If AI, I will ask that question again, if AI can write press releases, what is left of the public relations practitioner? Thank you.
I'm glad whether it was by error of omission or commission that she spoke last, because our attention has been drawn to something really very critical.